Intro time. Folio game filled with the boy.
Here with Daniel,
And what are we playing today?
we're playing Wormwood.
Wormwood. Something like a Netrunner.
Out to, yeah, something like a Netrunner.
Something like a Netrunner. We've never played, but we got a video. We'll two times this video, and we'll see how to
Mm-hmm.
do it.
Absinthian has the same origin story, the same apocrypha retold with new names, and a liberal dose of superstitious paranoia. That once our people came from the stars, that our homeworld was lost, swallowed by Wormwood, and the ancestors built the arks in a last desperate gasp, releasing them to the sky like so many seeds in the wind. That sin brought the great
Freaking computer.
A lot
so
of
many
lore.
seeds in the wind.
A lot of lore.
That sin
Oh,
brought
Lord.
the great ship to ground. But the people of the Ark, so roughly deposited on the soil of an alien planet, farmed and fought and prayed and plotted, so they might rule this new world and remake it in their own image. Wormwood is a card game where each player controls a burgeoning far future society.
Man, that one goes
Controls a
up to
burgeoning far future society
2160p.
at the brink of war.
That's really fast.
You will build an empire from the
Try to drag this quality
ground
down a
up,
little
starting
bit
with one of
more.
8 unique factions. The culture
Yeah.
you choose is represented by a citadel, a faction leader, 30 unique cards, and 20 echoes. Your goal is to collect echoes in any way you can. If you ever possess 10 scored echoes,
10, not 12.
10 scored echoes, you immediately win the game. Your faction card represents the leader of your faction and has a special ability unique to your ideology. Your Citadel card represents the heart of your civilization, built around an ancient technology known as the Forge. The Citadel card is the holding place for idle citizens you control. Units will defend your cards and allow you to steal echoes from your opponents. Units have a subtype and 3 attributes: attack, armor, and health. Attack and armor determine strength in battle and are indicated on the left side of the card. The unit's health is represented by the number of tokens placed on the card by its owner when revealed from the Forge, up to its listed maximum. Facilities can be worked by your citizens and offer permanent growth to your civilization. Augments are attached to your cards to make them stronger or hinder your enemies. Finally, reflexes grant you instant effects at any time, even during an opponent's turn. Citizens serve as your primary resources in Wormwood, necessary for every activity from working facilities to drafting military units. The pool of citizens all players recruit from is called the Creche. Citizens are split into 2 castes, golden talents on one side and gray drones on the other. Each player selects a faction deck. Each player receives 20 echoes and shuffles them into their deck. The deck is then placed on the table with the faction card to the left and Citadel card to the right. Place all citizen tokens in a shared pile to form the Creche. Now, choose a first player. The first player receives 1 drone on their Citadel. The second player receives 2 drones, and so on, up to the number of players. Finally, all players draw 8 cards from their deck. Starting with the first player, there are 6 phases to each turn. We'll go over each in order. At the beginning of each turn, you'll take 2 talents from the Creche and place them on your Citadel. This concludes the growth phase. The upkeep phase is when you will be taking citizens back to your Citadel after they have completed their tasks. On your first turn, there will be nothing to upkeep, so we'll revisit this phase after explaining the others. The Forge serves as a secret construction zone for cards which have yet to meet their Forge costs, shown here. Cards are played face down from your hand into the Forge and are built by citizens from your Citadel. To play a card into the Forge and start construction, you must place an available talent from your Citadel onto the first face of the Forge track on the back of the card. Players track progress of a card in the Forge by advancing the talent token clockwise along the track until it reaches the space equal to its Forge cost. You will advance each Forge talent 1 space during your upkeep phase. You may accelerate construction exhausting any number of talents in your Citadel by flipping them to their drone sides to advance a Forge talent 1 space each during your Forge phase. Note that while echoes are played into the Forge like every other card, echoes may never be completed in a single turn. Even if paid for fully, an echo may not be forged until your next upkeep phase. Once a card meets its Forge cost, you may reveal it, playing it face up in the appropriate area of your colony. If it is not an echo, exhaust its talent by returning it as a drone to the Citadel. If the card is an echo, the talent returns to your Citadel unflipped, and the echo is immediately scored. A card's Forge talent may move past its Forge cost. If this happens, you may choose to move the Forge talent up in the usual manner, to bluff an echo, for example. Or you may move the talent to the center of the card, to indicate the card's cost has been paid. Cards may remain in the Forge for as long as you wish, but you may only reveal them during your Forge phase. Depending on the card type, completed cards will be played in different areas of the colony. Place completed facilities to the left of your faction card, and other completed facilities in play. Units must be placed in the rearmost position of the lane of your choice, closest to the Citadel or faction, respectively. When placing a unit in a lane, you must add health tokens in the form of idle citizens to the card. Attach completed augments to a unit or a facility, consistent with the augment's type. Place completed echoes face up in a pile above your deck to score it. Note that reflexes are a special card type that are played directly out of your hand, and therefore will never be played into the Forge. The lanes in front of your Citadel and faction card defend the echoes in your Forge and hand, respectively. These lanes may also serve you offensively during your battle phase to attack an opponent in hopes of scoring echoes they may be hiding. To attack an opponent during your battle phase, choose the lane you wish to attack from. You may only attack with 1 lane per turn. Choose any number of units from front to back of the lane to attack with. Then choose an opponent's lane to attack either their citadel to breach their forge or their faction to breach their hand. Line up the card's attack and defense values to assist in damage resolution. Players resolve damage separately for each pair of attacking and defending cards in combat rounds. Each attacking unit must breach the armor value of a card separately. For every point of damage a unit takes above its armor value, discard a health token from the wounded unit to the crash. All damage is simultaneous. If a unit is ever reduced to 0 health, it is immediately discarded into its owner's scrap pile at the end of the current combat round. Defender has the advantage. Each attacking unit deals combat damage only once, to the first surviving unit in the defending lane. Defending units, on the other hand, deal full damage to each attacker. Repeat for each attacker in lane order. If you have surviving attackers at the end of the round, each attacker will have breached the defender's forge or hand, respectively. When you breach either enemy lane, the results depend on whether there are surviving enemy defenders. If there are still enemy units in the lane, you can look at one card for each attacking unit you still have. But if there are no defenders left, you can look at as many cards as you have total attack power. If you are breaching the faction lane, you get to secretly look at this number of random cards from your opponent's hand. Any echoes you find will immediately score, then return the remaining cards back to them. If you don't find any echoes, you can choose one card you saw to be scrapped. If you are breaching the forge lane, you can secretly look at this number of face-down cards in their forge. Again, any echoes you find are yours to score, and the forge talent is returned to their citadel. Anything that isn't an echo is returned to their forge untouched, with the forge talent in the same position as before. After combat is resolved, surviving attacking units are returned to their original lane, in the same order they had before combat. After battle, you may move one unit you control up or down by one space in its lane, or move it to the back of your other lane. A unit's position in its lane will affect its abilities as well as the order in which it attacks. At the end of your turn, draw cards up to your hand limit of 8. Then gameplay advances to the next player's turn. Now that there are some cards in the forge and facilities in play, we can talk more about upkeep. During upkeep, you first remove one citizen from each facility and from your faction card, placing them back on your citadel. Discard any reflexes you control and return their citizens to your citadel. Unless specified by a card, citizens returned to the citadel during upkeep do not flip. Then, advance all talents on cards in your forge by one space. If you reach the forge cost to complete any of these cards, you may reveal them during your forge phase. The moment a player scores 10 echoes, they win. In the next section, we'll take a look at the different card types in more detail. Players forge units and deploy them into one of two lanes to defend either their forge or their hand. Units may attack other players to steal echoes from their hand or forge. Only 3 units may occupy any one lane at a time. A unit's health is represented by the number of tokens placed on the card and discarded to the crash when the unit takes damage. If a unit ever has 0 health tokens, it is immediately discarded to its owner's scrap pile. Facilities have special abilities that you may activate by working the card at any time, with idle citizens. Facilities specify a number of talents or drones required to activate the ability. You may place more than the required amount of citizens on the facility to trigger the ability multiple consecutive times. Facilities have one of 2 types of abilities. If the ability shows a number of talent or drone icons followed by a colon, the ability will trigger as soon as the player places enough citizens of the required type from the citadel onto the empty facility. To use triggered abilities again, you must first completely empty the facility of its citizens. Since you may only return one citizen from each facility to your citadel per upkeep phase, it will often take multiple cooldown turns to reset your facility. If the ability shows an arrow, the ability remains active as long as at least the requisite number of citizens remains on the facility card. You may leave citizens on these facilities for as long as you wish, and remove one per upkeep phase if desired. Just like with triggered abilities, the abilities on these facilities stack if you use more citizens. Your faction card functions just like a facility. After successfully forging an augment, you may attach it to a unit or facility, specified on the augment, to provide it with a permanent ability. You may attach an augment to any player's card, not just cards you control. Players may play reflexes from the hand at any time, during any player's turn, and they are the only cards that do not enter the forge. Reflexes take effect immediately, as soon as you move a number of citizens of the same type, either all talents or all drones, from your citadel onto the reflex equal to the card's cost. Reflexes last until the beginning of your next upkeep phase, at which point you must discard the reflex and return its citizens to your citadel unchanged. This is plenty of information to get you through your first game, though we recommend someone reading through the rulebook ahead of time, just in case. The game can be played with 2 players, but we suggest your first game should be with a group of 3 or 4. With everyone learning how to play together, each with a different set of cards, you'll see tense diplomacy, temporary alliances, and unique strategies. Welcome to Wormwood.
Alright, I probably retain 50% of that.
Yeah, I think we got the gist.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could just do the first turn working through the rule book.
Yep. Pull up my rule book. Do you ever try to pull up the PDF? Is that like taxing on the system, do you think, or?
I think I can bring it up, but I also don't mind reading it in tabletop.
Yeah, I got the PDF over here. It's probably better.
I know, because your screen is the one being recorded for these, right? So that's why you have to. Mm-hmm. That's probably why it's annoying to do it on your end.
Okay.
Wormwood.
Oh, I mean, I have the PDF up, but.
What do you? Well, that's the wrong one.
I think it's kind of bad when it's going through the browser. Kind of bad on the system, but I think the PDF is cool.
Oh, for sure.
Things, yeah.
I kind of know what you mean. Let's see. Learn. I don't know. Well, it wasn't seen on their webpage. Oh, download the rulebook.
Growth phase, upkeep phase, forge phase, combat phase, move phase, draw phase, combat on this.
Okay.
Chris.
When you're forging cards, you get one each turn, and then you can accelerate it by flipping over gold to silver side for one of your peoples. Card types.
Like advance, really, instead of accelerate, but
Basically, yeah, advance.
yeah, advance.
You get a free advance each turn, and then you can get an extra advance by flipping over. I think you can do that once per card per turn.
Man, you get free advance?
Yeah. You will advance each forged talent one space during your upkeep phase.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
You may accelerate construction. Yeah.
Okay. But you can only score them. When do you score them? Not score them, but like place them on the lane or whatever.
Yeah, when you add them to the forge.
Place new cards face down, accelerate, reveal finished cards, yeah. Then flip forge to
Oh, cool, okay. Alright, I don't know. What do you think? Do you feel like you can jump? You want to jump in?
Yep. Before that, BRB. All right. Yeah. Who wants to go first?
Sorry, I'm just looking through the rule book real quick.
Okay.
How do you? And I know we're using Netrunner terminology, but how do you make a run on a forge or? Oh, here we go.
First, you gotta have
Breaching
your
the faction.
citizens. Okay.
If no, okay.
Not citizens.
If you have surviving attackers at the end of the round. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's not enough to defend. You have to actually kill the attackers, it sounds like. If you have surviving attackers at the end of the round, each attacker will have breached the defender's forge or hand.
Which page you on?
22.
22.
If no defending units remain in the faction line at the end of combat, you may look at... Oh. If no defending units remain... Oh, so you do have to take out all the defenders. You may look at a number of cards of your choice in the opponent's hand equal to the total attack value of each surviving attacking unit. Okay. There are echoes amongst the cards revealed. You square them immediately. Oh shoot, my thing's not plugged in. 1 second.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. 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 I think I kind of get the gist of it. What do you think?
I think we'll be good jumping into it.
Mm-hmm. What, we have a lot of deck options here. What are you going to go with?
Let's see. Man, I know that video that they put out like which faction are you? Did I think 3,000 or something already? So that's good.
Did they recommend a starter one?
I didn't watch the whole thing yet.
Machinist Space Sapiens. That's awesome. Yeah, I know we were talking about it before we started, but the artwork is awesome.
Yep. Is it like Dune where everybody's an offshoot of humans? I think it is.
Kind of looks like it, huh? I'm not seeing any like strictly alien-looking things.
Yeah, I think they said that.
Well,
Not
that's
sure.
pretty weird looking.
Yeah, Red Hegemony looks cool.
It does look cool.
Yeah, but let's check everybody out though. Machina. Machina Sapiens.
Sovereign drone state.
Ooh. Man, this guy beat me with the biting off a Netrunner, and the guy got enough of one of my ideas in the game already. But that's how it goes.
In the game.
Yep.
I think the designer actually said that he hadn't played Netrunner when he started designing this.
Yeah,
Which is
that's what he
interesting.
said, yeah. Could be believable.
Surprised lane defense, or not lane defense, but like, you know, I guess lane defense actually. I'm surprised it's not more popular.
Which one? This one?
Just the concept of like defending certain,
Oh, yeah. Yep,
card
yep,
pools with other cards. I'm surprised that hasn't really picked up.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What are you gonna do?
Man, I'm thinking these red guys. What are you thinking?
I was just looking at our location card. I don't know. Windwalker clan's kind of cool. But Sovereign Drone State, that guy looks awesome.
Oh,
You know what? I'm gonna do Drone State if you're gonna do Red Hegemony. Say that word? Hegemony?
Hegemony. I think I've heard them both ways.
Hegemony, is that it? I don't know.
I mean, might be hegemony, but I've heard them both ways. Yeah, I think we'll go with these red guys.
Alright.
Red hegemony.
I'm gonna delete the other decks here. Out of the way.
Man, I'm saying that, but I think I like that advanced better. Screw that.
Which one?
The advanced one.
Machina. Did I delete it by accident?
I don't know which ones they were.
I can go back.
Yeah, you didn't get the advanced thing, did you? Yeah, I think I might have.
One sec here.
Oh, no, you got the guys. You got the best guys. You got the guys. All right, I'll get the red thing.
If you want that one, I'll take red if you want this one.
No, I'll get the red things. I'll see how she goes. Red hegemony. It seems like the sovereign's the best thing, though, because when you can advance, that's probably the best, most important thing.
Is that its ability? During the forge phase, advance one card. And that means you can activate it if the worker is on this card? I'm still not entirely.
During the forge phase, advance one card and forge by one. Just got to spend a drone. But normally,
By spend means drop it on there, right?
just advance it up the track of 8 by 1. But normally you'll need a talent to do that. But that guy lets you do it with the drone, it looks like.
Oh, instead of what do you call it? So the gold side, you do it with a silver side.
Yeah.
All right. Deck. You start with 8.
Think so.
They said if you have to consider mulligan, I think if you have less than 3 echoes in your hand.
Okay.
Oh, if you have no echoes or over 3 echoes, or no units.
Okay.
Do I have units? Got some units. Alright, I'll stick with this hand, I think.
Okay. Do you know how to like say pin the pin the pin the PDF on top of the TTS, like pin something on top of the screen?
Ooh. Sometimes in settings, I think the app has to have a setting to let you do that, though.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think you can just do it with anything.
Yeah. Lock. Yeah. And it's ugly. I don't know. Screw that. Alright. Yeah, starting the game. Okay, each player selects a faction. Each player gets 20 echoes and shuffles them into their deck. I wonder if these already came with... They probably already come with echoes in them, right?
Yeah, they
Okay.
do. Goes.
Place all citizens in the crest. Choose a player. Choose the first player. The first player receives 1 drone. Second receives 2 drones. Alright, so we want to roll for it?
Yeah, you want to roll?
Yeah.
Bring up the dice, or you want me to?
You can grow for it.
Oh, wait. Alright, ready?
Yep. Big 19.
7. So that means I get
2 drones, I'll get 1.
2 drones. And I put it on the...
On their citadel.
Got it.
Okay, my citadel is gain 2 talents from the crest during my growth phase. Seems like everybody does.
Yeah, mine's the same.
Okay.
What's your special ability?
Spend 1 golden talent, deal 1 damage to a target unit. Kind of basic.
Oh, nice. Mine is spend a drone. During the forge phase, advance 1 card in a forge by 1.
Yeah, it seems like the best.
I don't know, damage is always...
Yeah, damage is great too.
Damage is always good.
Oh yeah. Alright, all players get 8 cards. Mulligan.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, your turn. Growth phase. At the beginning of your turn, draw 2 citizen tokens from the crest and place them on your citadel as golden talents. It doesn't say anything about play begins with the first player. Each player. It doesn't say anything special for the first player, first turn.
No, not before. Not outside of the page 6 before beginning play.
Okay. All right, grab
I think
two.
it would say there.
Yeah. Grab two. They go to the Citadel, right?
I think that's where all your money is hosted. Yeah, not money, workers.
Yeah, place them
Yeah,
on your Citadel.
put them on your
Just
Citadel.
gold talents. This one's a drone. Right. Okay, upkeep phase. This phase is when you'll be taking citizens back to your Citadel after they've completed their task. On your first turn, there will be nothing to upkeep. During upkeep, you first scrap any reflexes you control and return their citizens to your Citadel. You may remove one citizen from each facility and from your leader card, placing them back on your Citadel. And unless specified by a card, citizens return to the Citadel during upkeep don't flip. If there's ever a question about orders of operations, citizens are returned to the Citadel, starting with the leftmost card and working its way to the right. Then advance all talents in your forge by one space. If you reach the forge cost to complete any of these cards, you may reveal them during the forge phase, not upkeep phase. Alright, so basically, yeah, there's no upkeep on the first turn. Forge phase. The forge phase serves as a construction zone for cards. The forge sells. Okay, so the forge construction zone for cards, hidden to other players and crap. Accelerating cards in the forge, revealing cards in the forge. Once a card meets its forge cost, you may reveal it, placing it face up in the appropriate area of your colony. If it's not an echo, exhaust its talents by returning them as a drone to the Citadel. If the card is an echo, the talent returns to your Citadel unflipped, and the echo is immediately scored.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're not doing the forge phase right now. Well, to play cards in the forge. Right? To play cards in the forge. Alright, now to play units, I guess that's not part of the forge phase.
I thought units had to be forged as well. I think everything does.
Okay, yeah, because everything has a forge cost.
Yeah.
I mean, except for reflexes, I believe. Yeah, except for reflexes. They go to the reflex zone. Maybe.
Is that how it works? Oh, yeah, I see. Reflexes, yeah. No, I think you're right.
Okay, so everything's coming face down. Yeah, but it seems very cool already, though.
Yeah, this seems interesting.
Man, but it looks a lot like AI art, though, right?
I think AI art just looks like this. I think, so you know what I mean? Because it was all trained on...
on somebody's art.
Yeah. And there's this one sci-fi... Well, a lot of people post their art there. It's like an artist portfolio site that I think they use to train a lot of AI, and a lot of the art is kind of in this like sci-fi style. So
okay,
I think that's why a lot of it looks like that now. Okay.
Okay. In the health of the units is the amount of drones on it.
Yeah. And you have to put those on before you flip it, before the forge is complete.
Really?
Yeah, units. So that's its maximum health. You can put less on and still forge it. A unit's maximum health is pictured at the bottom of the card as a number of talents or drones. Health must be added from your citadel to a unit before the end of the forge phase, in which it was revealed. On future turns, you will not be able to freely add health to your units, though many card effects will allow you to do so.
Okay. And the bottom stat is, I mean, what's that bottom stat? The minimum health requirement, or?
Yeah, bottom center is maximum health.
Well, I mean the middle stat.
The middle stat.
The
Which one?
Not the triangle, but the hexagon. On units.
Oh, defense. That's your armor.
Defense. Okay, armor. Okay, armor, health, and attack. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess armor, I assume, stops
That many
that
points.
many attack points, and the rest go to your drones.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and bring out. Yeah, this is gonna be hell in TTS because you got to be flipping it to look at. No, you can just search it. You can search it. Okay.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yo. All right, so I've got to use a golden talent in the beginning, right?
Yes. Yeah, a gold talent has to be used to start the forge.
Okay. Of 8 possibilities or whatever, and yep, and then. Alright, forge, place new cards face down, accelerate cards by flipping on the citadel. Okay.
Yeah, one of your gold, if you
Okay.
flip it.
Reveal finish cards, then flip forge to drone side if card is not an echo. Okay, you flip it to a drone whenever you complete it. Man, so I wonder, do you want to do more than one card, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. So you're advancing more than one?
I don't know. Head scratcher. Wow.
The example on page 15 has a player adding drones to their facility in the middle of an attack. I guess you can do that.
I guess it's an instant ability when it's followed by the colon or something, or.
Yeah, so it's followed by the colon. It triggers as soon as the player moves enough tokens from the citadel to the facility. To use the ability again, you must first completely empty the facility of its citizens. So it's got a cooldown. If it has the arrow, though, the little pointer arrow after it, then it's a perpetual ability, and you can, you can keep using it every turn.
Okay.
But you can't increase it until you've emptied it. Interesting. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 agendas. All right, 2 whatevers, and then I will. Yeah, 2 cards, and Man, I hate how the horizontal card and the freaking TTS doesn't keep both of them.
I know, it's messing mine up too, I noticed.
Man, there was a way to lock it, I believe, but I think I've forgotten. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can press Q or E to rotate them. The 90
Yeah,
degrees.
I have been
Yep.
doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you.
Oh yeah. All right. So combat can't do that yet. Move.
Hmm.
Move one unit up or down one space. Man, I mean, I know you remember my game like that, but that's all Netrunner right there, baby. All right. So the lanes are just
Yeah, yeah.
three,
Nice.
three on the lanes. Yeah.
Yeah, is it 3 max?
It looks like it. Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to go to your opponent's side to hit their stuff, do you? Surely you don't. I guess we'll
No,
see
you
when
just
it
have to
comes to
clear the
combat.
lane out
Okay.
of defenders.
And then draw back up to 8. Oh, so you kind of do want to just spend a lot of stuff in your hand. Draw back up to 8.
Oops. Yeah, you do drop back up to 8, but anything you put down, you're spending
Yep, you got to
citizens
spend
on.
a
So
golden talent. All right. Well, yeah, I guess I can't do that anymore, so I will draw 2. Can you run on the deck in this game? Do you know?
no, no,
Okay.
I don't think so. Just hand. Well, I think if you run on the leader, I think that's running on deck.
Okay.
Let's see, it's
Because
under
you run on the
breaching.
forge and you run under.
Oh no, sorry. Okay, breaching the faction is the hand. Breaching the citadel is the forge.
Yep. And you
Oh,
can't
so
run
that's
on
how
the
you get
deck
into the
though.
forge.
I'm sure like one faction can probably run on the deck or something like that.
Yeah, maybe that would be interesting. Okay, so you want to protect the citadel if you're gonna start forge and stuff. Okay,
Yep.
you pass turn. Is it
Yep. Pass turn.
all right?
Drew back up to
So
8.
we draw 2, right?
Draw 2 golden talents, I think, on upkeep.
Yeah, and then draw 2 cards, right?
No. You draw up to 8 at the end of the turn.
Okay. Okay. Um,
It's cool coming in, having the basis of Netrunner knowledge.
yeah.
Uh,
The creator actually did a whole video on how this differs from basically like if you're a Netrunner player, here's what to expect and what not to expect, and if you're a Magic player, here's
yeah.
what to expect and not to expect.
Yeah, I watched that one. Don't
It's
remember a
interesting.
lot of it, but I watched it though.
Okay, so I started 1 forge. Um, but so you have to add drones to it for its health before you flip it, right?
I mean, it would make sense that you forge it, then add the drones. That's what seems to make sense.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of confused on that, to be honest.
Which page you on with the forging?
I'm on page 8 right now.
Okay. Ali plays the Hegemony Pirates and an Echo to the Forge during her Forge phase. She places an available talent from her Citadel on the back of each. Ali has an extra talent left on her Citadel, so she decides to exhaust it in order to accelerate. Ali could advance her Echo, but she would still need to wait until her next Forge phase to reveal it. And the card's not an Echo, blah blah blah. During Ali's upkeep phase, both the talents and the Forge. We're trying to find where the forging a unit and not putting health onto it until the very end of the Forge phase. Okay, in general, the order of operations during the Forge phase are up to the active player. That means all of the following actions are allowed. Forging a unit and not putting health onto it until the very end of the Forge phase. If you are short on citizens, you can accelerate cards in the Forge to make more drones on your Citadel. They can be used as health on your newly forged. Yeah, so end of the Forge phase, that's when you can finalize the health on a unit.
Got it. Okay. So, is there a way to look at cards that are flipped down and without anyone seeing?
I would say probably search.
It's not letting me do that.
Oh.
All right, don't look real quick. I'm gonna flip this card. And see
wait,
I can't remember how much it costs.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, it's gonna be hell in TTS unless you can search it.
Yeah. Okay. You're good.
All right.
Okay. So then, what I can do then, I think, is flip this gold on my Citadel to get one free advance on this, right?
Yep.
And then I can flip it over. This goes back here unflipped, right?
I think if it's an Echo, it's not flipped. But if it's anything but an Echo, I think it gets flipped.
You're right. It gets flipped. Okay. And then I can add... I'm going to put 2... Oh, can I deploy him right now?
Yeah, I think once you advance it, then you place it in its place. And then you only lock in the health at the end of the Forge phase.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, there's move. Is that part of the move phase? Moving the cards into...
Nah, Forge is the last thing of Forge is reveal finished cards, then flip Forge to drone side if it's not an Echo. And then it didn't write this down, but I'm sure you place it after you forge it.
Right.
Rearranging newly forged units. Any units that were forged on this turn can be arranged in your lanes however you wish, as long as they are coming in behind units that had been forged on previous turns.
That's the move phase, right?
No, that's the forge phase still.
Oh, okay. So I can deploy it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Forge. To play a card in the forge and start construction. Revealing cards in the forge. Once a card meets its forge cost, you may reveal it, placing it face up in the appropriate area in your colony. Yep, and if it's not an Echo, exhaust its talent by returning it as a drone to the Citadel. If the talent is an Echo, the talent returns to the Citadel unflipped, and the Echo is immediately scored. Cards in the Forge can never be rearranged for the purposes of obscuring information. New cards should always be placed to the right of the current cards in the Forge. You're not required to reveal completed cards. May remain in the Forge for as long as you wish, but you may only reveal them during the Forge phase. Yeah, so just again, once a card meets its Forge cost, you may reveal it by placing it face up in the appropriate area of your colony. I think you just have to occupy the first space that's available, maybe. Then once you have something in the second space, yeah. It sounds like it, but I might be wrong.
Okay. Can I attack any lane?
I think that move thing is about moving it from lane to lane, I think.
I think it's ordering it from front to back. Because if you attack with your furthest back attack, like, unit, you have to attack with all of them. It works its way up.
Okay.
The lane you are choosing to attack from does not determine the lane you are allowed to attack. Okay. Okay, so you can attack from leader to Citadel.
Okay.
Okay. So then I'll move on to attack phase, there's no summoning sickness, right?
Good question. Your friend still encourages you to play Magic?
He still tries.
They have money. The money pit.
It's a fun game, but I don't know, it's just hard for me to get into.
Yeah, fantasy.
Yeah. I'm not super big on the whole fantasy angle. Okay, I don't think there's summoning sickness. Unless you see something.
Units have a subtype, makes humans, unit's health. Units may attack other players to steal echoes from these two places. Only 3 units may occupy any one lane at a time, and the unit's position in its lane will affect its abilities as well as the order in which it attacks and defends. For example, you may position a stronger unit in the front of a lane to protect a weaker one in the back. That's interesting. Augments. After successfully forging an augment, whatever. Facilities in your leader card. I think they would have already said it if there is summoning sickness. But
Right, I think so. Okay, I'll attack your Citadel then. And sorry. If this unit breaches an opponent, you may look at an extra card. So it has 1 attack, which lets me look at 1 card, and the ability lets me look at another one in your forge. Right?
okay.
I think.
You may only attack 1 lane per turn, regardless of the number of players. Choose any number of units from front to back of the lane to attack with. Then choose the opponent's lane to attack, either their citadel or their forge, or their leader. The citadel to attack their forge, or their leader to attack their hand. Forge your hand.
What do you think?
Yeah, so what's the question?
I think I can look at these 2 cards in your forge.
Oh, and that's because of your ability to? Which one?
Yeah, the unit's ability. If this unit breaches, look at an extra card.
Okay. Okay. Because usually it'll just be 1 card.
Usually it would just be 1 because her attack is 1.
1, yeah. Alright. Yeah, so. And you're just attacking and just looking at the forge.
Yeah, because there's no defenders.
Okay. Alright, these are the 2.
Oh, nice. So I score. Oh, cool. Artwork. Okay, so I score your echo, right?
Think so, yeah. 1 of 10.
I think you keep your. Does your guy go back?
Surely does. Where's my rule book now?
Echoes are only 2. Is that correct? I assume that's what 2 is.
Yeah, echoes cost 2 to advance.
Okay.
Man,
But you can never advance them on the turn they're played, even if you can pay for it.
I think you gotta wait till the forge step, I think. Well, yeah, reveal finished cards. Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay, then I drop back up to 8. I draw 1. And
You got your guy out quick by advancing, right? By accelerating, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can move. I'm not going to. Okay, then I pass turn.
All right. So this goes back to my. If it's a. Hold on. If it's an echo, then it is not flipped. But if it's something else, then it's flipped. Yeah. Right.
Hmm.
Add 2. Yeah. One and 2. 2. Alright, scrap reflexes and return citizens to Citadel. And they stay revealed, or they probably don't stay revealed, right?
They probably don't. No, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
Like
so.
a res.
No. Now let me look at it too while I'm at it. Alright. Cool. Alright, turn citizens to Citadel, return 1 citizen from each colony card, move each talent 1 on the track. Going to 2. Fours, place new cards face down, accelerate cards by flipping talents on the Citadel, reveal finish cards, then flip forwards to whatever. Alright, let's just advance this guy while we're at it. 1, 2. You can accelerate as many times as you want to, right?
I think there was a restriction. Let's see. Forge. You may accelerate construction, exhausting any number of talents from your citadel by flipping them to their drone side to advance a forged talent 1 space each. So yeah, as many.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get as many.
Alright, so did 3 talents to bring this up to from a 2 to a 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dang, it costs 5.
5, yeah, it was crazy. Alright, 5.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and reveal that. That's the one that was out there.
Yeah.
Alright, so
pretty
that's
good.
a 3-1 shield. 4 drones on it. So okay, running on the that protects the forge, and then that protects the hand. So you so you can run on hand and try to get yeah. All right. So this one gets
Hegemony
flipped.
is hand.
Okay, this one gets flipped because it's not a whatever. I'll go ahead and put 4 on here. Yeah, I like this little this talent versus drone thing, and then how they're multi-use.
Yeah, it's interesting, huh?
Yeah. Cool economy.
Oh yeah.
3, 4. Okay, and then I've got 1 drone, so I can't play anything that costs a talent. Okay, and then that's a 1/1/2. this unit breaches an opponent, you may look at an extra card. Okay, but you just basically you ran on the echo, right? Or
I ran on your Citadel, so everything in the forge was open to attack, depending on how many attack points I had.
yep, and you just attacked the echo specifically.
Well, let me look at 2 cards, and you only had 2 cards, so I got to see everything.
But saying that they weren't flipped, then you would have had to decide: am I gonna attack the agenda or attack the echo?
Yeah, the attacker chooses which card to look at.
Okay. All right, but it was just 2 this time, so one of them happened to be an echo, then you scored it. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't think they're. Oh, I can't attack though. Okay, so if I
You can attack.
Okay, so I attack. There's no counter damage, right?
I think there is counter damage. Players resolve damage for each pair of attacking and defending cards in combat rounds. Armor blocks damage from every hit before attack power can impact health. Attacker's unit. Oh, each attacking unit must overcome the armor separately on its own. For each point of damage. But yeah, there is counter damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. In the lane stuff, do you have that down?
You can attack any lane from any lane.
Okay. But like they were saying, like some lanes are more effective versus other lanes. Have you gotten to that stuff yet?
More effective.
Well, I know.
think.
Well, I know they said the front protects the back, so maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I think there's 3 slots.
Yep.
Multi-unit lanes. A new combat round begins each time attacking units move further down the defending lane, like ice. In lanes of more than 1 unit, multiple cards may be facing off against each other simultaneously. While resolving damage, make sure you pay special attention to the card effects. Defenders have a unique advantage. Each attacking unit deals combat damage only once to the first unit it encounters in the defending lane. Defending units, on the other hand, deal damage to each attacker. What does that mean?
Read it again.
Each attacking unit deals combat damage only once to the first unit it encounters in the defending lane. Defending units, on the other hand, deal full damage to each attacker.
I guess once you encounter a new piece of ice, then you got to deal with that new piece of ice over again.
Yeah, each attacking unit deals combat damage only once to the first unit it encounters. So does that mean if you hit the first unit and attack it, you can't attack the other ones?
I think you... Well, I mean, it says you only attack once. Yeah, that's weird. What page is that? 18?
20. There is a play example. I know you love those.
Yeah, I hate those.
Headmasters attack the defending lane and does its damage to the first unit it encounters. During the next combat round, when the headmaster slides down to encounter Jet Leap, it can no longer deal its damage.
So why would you
when it says
slide
next
down?
round, it doesn't mean next turn, right? You're not like working your way down.
It says when the headmaster slide down. Why would you slide down if you're not going to be effective in the combat?
Yeah.
A new combat round.
Because everyone attacks Everyone has to attack, right?
Man, let's start from the top with this thing.
Yeah,
All right,
maybe
so
battle phase.
yeah,
Page
battle
18.
phase. Okay, the lanes in front of your citadel and leader can defend the echoes in your forwards and hand, respectively. These lanes may also serve you offensively during your battle phase to attack an opponent in hopes of scoring echoes they may be hiding. You can only attack the players to your left and right. So in a four-player game, you will be unable to directly attack the faction across from you. Choosing your attackers. To attack an opponent during your battle phase, choose the lane you wish to attack. You may only attack with one lane per turn, regardless of the number of players. Choose any number of units from front to back of the lane to attack with, as few as one and as many as the entire lane, i.e., 3 units. Then choose the opponent's lane to attack. Either their citadel to attack their forge or their leader to attack their hand. The lane you are choosing to attack from does not determine the lane you are allowed to attack. You may attack the leader with your citadel lane and vice versa. When choosing to target an opponent using a lane of units, the front unit must be part of the attack, but other units are optional. You can't rearrange your units for an attack, therefore, if you wish to take the back unit in a 3-unit lane into combat, you must bring the middle unit as well. You must declare which units are you're attacking with before you begin resolving damage, and can't change your mind midway through a battle phase. Defending units can't choose not to defend. Okay, resolving damage. Players resolve damage for each pair of attacking and defending cards in combat rounds. Armor blocks damage from every hit before attack power can impact a unit's health. Each attacking unit must overcome the armor separately on its own. For every point of damage a unit takes over its armor value, scrap a health token from the wounded unit to the crest. Okay, to the crest, not back to the citadel.
Oh yeah, good point.
Damage done by faction powers, facilities, and reflexes also must overwhelm armor individually before health is scrapped. All unit-to-unit damage is simultaneous. If a unit is ever reduced to 0 health, it's immediately scrapped at the end of the current combat round. A unit at 0 health can't be saved by restoring or adding health with other effects. So you got to
And
do
then
the
it goes right into
reflex.
that.
So I guess you got to do the reflex before the attack goes off, or sounds like it.
Yes. Yeah.
Reflexes
Oh yeah, the next page 20. There's more on reflexes.
Okay. Multi-unit lanes in combat rounds. A new combat round begins each time attacking units move further down the defending lane. In lanes of more than one unit each, multiple cards may be facing off against each other simultaneously in a single combat round. See example on the following page. While resolving damage, make sure you pay special attention to card effects on all the units involved in combat, and defenders have a unique advantage. Each attacking unit deals combat damage only once to the first unit in encounters in the defending lane. Defending units, on the other hand, deal full damage to each attacker. Keep doing combat rounds for each attacker in lane order until all attackers have reached the end of the defending lane or have been destroyed. Okay, so I guess what it's saying is you don't want to be the attacker with 1 unit and then choose to attack the guy with 3 units in a lane, because you got to face all 3 is what it sounds like. You want to pick on the least units in a lane, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you can't choose not to defend.
Right.
But you can choose to attack with your 2 front guys and not your back guy. But you can't choose to attack with the front guy in the back for some reason.
They all attack the front row, right? They all attack the first card they see.
Yeah, they attack the first guy
and are
first.
Vulnerable for the next 2.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm going ahead and attacking
Yeah.
this guy with 2 health. This guy does have 2 health,
Okay.
right? Yeah, 2 health.
Okay.
So I've
Let's
got
see.
3.
So you're attacking the Citadel. So
Uh,
she defends, right?
I think the Forge, right? Well, no, Citadel. Okay, because you're
Or
still well.
yeah, but you're dealing with the Hollow Knight person in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So she does 1 damage back, right? I get to flip a drone. It's her ability. And oh wait, no. How many? Sorry. What's her attack value?
3.
3. Okay. Okay, so that wipes her out. And these go back to
They go to the
the
crest,
crash.
actually.
And this goes to my scrap. I'm gonna put my scrap over here.
I mean, you didn't have any reflexes or anything like that.
Oh, forgot about reflexes. No, I don't have anything.
Okay. All right. And then I guess your 1 point of damage is soaked up by my armor.
Yeah, but she only had 2 health on, so
Yo. Okay. All right.
okay. So then you get to look at 3 cards from my hand.
Did I breach or did I just get blocked?
I think you keep going because your attacker survives. It takes 1 damage but survives, right?
I think he got blocked by the armor, right?
Oh, correct. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Because you have armor. Yeah. If you survive, you breach.
Oh. Sure.
Uh-huh.
All right. So
Right here. If you have surviving attackers at the end of the round, each attacker will have breached.
okay, and then the attack value determines the cards I can see.
Correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
you breached Citadel. So you may look at a number of cards of your choice in your opponent's forge. Oh, you attacked my forge. There's nothing in there.
Okay, I just wanted to get rid of the guy, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to walk back, you can and go for facilities.
I think I'll go for the guy.
If you do that, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll just
Not
go
a bad
for the
call.
safely for the guy. All right. Yep. And then while you're doing your turn, I will pass turn. BRB.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Let's see.
up, get ready, let's party. Sorry, if you're new here, welcome. Okay, we're gonna be talking about the my favorite card payments. I love them. I think it's the best.
All right. Back Reno.
All right. Let's see. All right, so I put 2 cards into my forge.
Okay.
And I think I can't attack. Nothing to move. If I don't put anything out, then I'm going to be attacked next turn.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. Let me take this one back. And put this one back out. Wait, I think I lost. I think I lost my little bit. Okay, I'm gonna flip 1 to bring this up 1. And then I'm gonna use this ability. Do it again. By paying 1.
Be right back.
This comes here. It's over. This flips over. I have to put health on her too.
Okay. And then you got another.
Sorry, I undid.
Okay. Yep.
I undid a few turns because I realized I was gonna just waste a character.
Okay.
I don't really have enough units.
If you just, well, no, you definitely don't want to waste agendas, echoes.
Yeah, if I put 1 down, you're just gonna swoop in there.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I guess I have to end my turn. Actually, sorry, scratch that. I'll at least put her out and get her started.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll end my turn.
All right. I'll get 2 from the Chris. Hey, 1. Dang it. All right, here we go. One, 2. I don't think you drew back up to 8.
Oh, end of turn I do that?
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem. 2 scrap reflexes and return citizens to Citadel. Return 1 citizen for each colony card. Move each. Crab 1 up on the forge. Forge, place new cards face down. Accelerate cards. Reveal finish cards. think I'll forge this guy. Yeah, forge this guy. You here. Accelerate by going to a drone. Man, she's on the phone and still. Drop this guy here. I guess I can swing on the hand for 3.
Hand for 3, yeah. How do I do random cards?
Oh, it's always random? You don't pick them?
Well, I mean, you would pick them, but, basically random, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to...
Yeah, no, but that's the whole fun is picking them though. But
I know.
yeah. Man, let me get 2 on your left and 1 on your far right.
Okay. Sorry, the 2 on the far left and 1 on the far right?
Yep.
Okay. That's 1.
But it does suck to have to scramble
2.
your cards afterwards or whatever.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that, right?
Yeah. Alright, so it looks like I didn't get any echoes, but I can look at the cards though.
Yeah, you can also discard one card if you don't get echoes.
Oh, okay, that's a cool thing. Any citizens
Yeah.
who work this facility can't be removed during your upkeep. You may discard 1 health from any unit you control to scrap all citizens here and remove this augment. Okay. Targeted facility, the player may choose to scrap the facility, scrapping all drones, or scrap all talent in their colony, drone rights. And if this unit breaches a faction, add the number of drones on their citadel to the breach value. Man, let's scrap the drone insurgents.
Yeah. Thought that might happen.
Yeah, the guy.
I guess I'll shuffle around a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got the drink. BRB. Man, is that my only thing
Yeah.
I'm doing for the turn? Okay,
The what?
I ran, and then that's pretty much all I can do, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, move 1 unit. Okay, so if I move up or down, okay, so I can move up or down 1 spot.
Yeah, and these, in the rows.
Okay, you can only place new guys on the bottom lane, right? You can't place them up higher, right?
That's actually a good question. I can check while you...
Okay, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, but yeah, I'm just moving them there, and then I'll draw back up to 8, which I did spend 2 somehow. I'll draw 2. Yep, and then I'll pass turn.
Okay.
Alrighty. Did you find it?
Let's see. Any units that were forged on this turn can be arranged in your lanes however you wish, as long as they're coming in behind units
Yeah.
that have been forged on previous turns.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't want...
don't want to keep the guy
okay.
in the back because you can't play new units in front of him.
Yeah, you want the strongest guys out first. Right, so that people can hide behind them. Okay.
And I mean,
let's see what happens here.
You can only. Okay, so you can put your first unit in the front lane, right?
No, I think new units have to go... Wait. Yeah. Everything loads into the forge from the back.
Okay, yeah. And then you can move up and...
So Hegemony Pirates is going to get pushed, is always going to be forward.
Okay.
It's always going to be in the forward position. And then, yeah, you can move them. Yeah. If that makes sense. Okay, let's see. So I drew 2 guys. Everything goes up once. I'm going to use... How many cards can I have in the forge at once? Is there a limit? No, right? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Countless servers.
Okay, let's see then.
Countless remote servers, I think.
Okay. I'm going to start... this then... I'll put one over here to use his ability to push this one up. Oh wait, I keep forgetting you have to put the health on as well.
Yeah, so you need more drones there.
So
yeah, that's the thing about it.
Just don't have enough drones. Where are my drones going?
Whenever a guy dies, it doesn't go back to the Citadel. It just dies back to the crest. Yeah. So it's very brutal to let a guy die.
Yeah. Like, I gotta start attacking, but I feel like I'm missing something. None of my cards are really... I might just not have enough units.
We did read that once a guy dies, the guys go back to the crest, right? The workers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure. We did that right. I think I'm going to... Alright, well, I'll do this to push this one up 1. And I'll flip this to push it up again. And I'll pass turn, I think. Oh wait, I drop back up. 2. Then I'll pass turn.
Okay. Advance these 1. Grab 2. Should be able to search 1 card.
Yeah, I think if you use a search menu, there's maybe a search bar.
I see it with the deck, but not with the single card though.
Hmm.
Well, I can just
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
drag it back to hand, but that's kind of cheaty. But screw it.
Yeah, whatever works. I don't think we're...
Alright, so 4. Alright, so all I gotta do is advance this guy 2 more. And you flip 2 to advance the guy out. 1, 2, accelerate 2, take it to 4. Show this guy. He's a 4. This gets flipped. 1 and 2. Slavers. 2, 1, 2. Whenever this unit breaches a faction, you may take 1 citizen from that faction's colony and add it to an adjacent unit. Now what? Oh, I guess one of my units, I guess.
Oh.
Colony is the what? Colony is the Citadel, or what is it? Yeah, let's go to the glossary and see what a colony is. Probably the whole tableau.
Oh,
probably.
Citizen's a coin.
Yeah, citizen is a coin. Colony is probably.
And so I think colony is Citadel.
Colony, the Citadel card leader, and any card with the type colony. The Citadel card, leader card, and any card with the type colony.
Got it.
I don't see colony on the Citadel. And I don't see the word colony on the leader either.
Yeah, maybe it's just assumed. I have some colony cards in my hand.
Okay.
If that's what it means.
Alright, so putting this guy in under the slot below the other guy. And it makes sense because this guy's weaker. Right? I mean, where that guy worked out. Alright.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do.
Whenever this unit breaches a faction, you may take 1 citizen from that faction's colony and add it to an adjacent unit. And that's one of my adjacent units, I guess. Or is that one of your adjacent units?
Let me take 1 citizen. No, it would be mine from that faction's colony. Yeah.
Okay, to make it die faster, maybe.
Man. Yeah. Or no, because you're not taking it from units. You're taking it from.
Oh, the colony and add it to the unit.
The Citadel, the leader card. Yeah.
Or another colony card.
Yeah, or any kind of colony card.
Okay. Why would you want to do that? I don't know, but okay. All right, slave link. Okay, because the link.
You get free. Yeah.
Okay, this unit gains +1 attack for every other unit you control in the lane. I don't know. I mean, what is the benefit of that you were saying?
You basically are giving health, right, to another
unit
player or to another card in your lane.
I think it goes to your guys. You said, right?
No. So if you breach my faction, then you can take any of these coins that are on one of my cards, my core cards, and add it to the pirate card that you have for more health.
Okay.
Well, you couldn't because you're already at max health, but you get what I'm saying.
Okay, it'll go to my cards, yeah. To an adjacent
Slave
unit.
Link is something different.
Okay, yeah. All right. All right. Forge. All right. So if I went ahead and advanced this Echo, which is a 2, then I can score it now. Where does that go? Okay.
Yeah, you score it, and that goes back as a gold.
Talent. Okay, first echo. Okay. Forms can't be place new cards face down. Accelerate. Alright, forge. What else? I have what? 1 talent, 2 drones. 1 talent, 2 drones. I will. Forge this guy. Talent on there. And attacking. There's 3 things in the server. If I attack, I mean, it wouldn't make sense not to hit that, I guess. So, yeah, so I'll go ahead and hit that server right there.
You'd be attacking with 5, right? Because you're attacking with both of them.
Oh, you add them all up. Okay.
Well, you can. So you can either attack with just your pirates, or you can attack with your pirates and your slavers. But you might as well attack with both and look at more cards if you're attacking my hand. Right? There's no penalty to attack. They don't exhaust or anything.
Yeah. I mean, unless you had defenders, then I might not want to send everybody to attack.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly, yeah.
And then if you run on the, I mean, if you have no echoes in there, the only thing is that I get to see what they are.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. You don't scrap on those.
Yeah, I guess the better thing to do is to actually run on the hand, I guess. So I'll run on the location.
I think so, yeah.
Right,
with
so,
all 5.
Yep, 5. Alright, so I guess I'll get 5 in the middle, starting on the right side. Well, yeah. Starting on the right side. Man, that's weird to describe, but skip 1 on the right, and then reveal the next 5.
Okay. Got this. Oh, let's see what... Oh. Okay. So you got an echo.
Okay.
But there's also... I don't know how that works. But basically, I was trying to use the randomizer to see what it did, but
Okay.
I can't figure it out.
Alright, 1 echo. When this unit resolves combat damage, it may add its armor to its attack value. If you do, scrap 1 health. Target a facility. The player may choose to scrap the facility, scrapping all crap. Colony talent, add 2 drones to your citadel during the growth phase. Colonies, we haven't seen colony removal yet, have we?
No, but these are the colony cards.
Return the bottom card of your scrap to your hand, then discard a card. Scrap depot. That's pretty good. Reflex, colony, augment a unit, reflex. I think I'll scrap this one.
Oh, if you find
because if
an
you
echo,
find
you don't scrap. Yeah.
Okay. No, nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, I have to run soon, I think.
Yeah. Good demo though.
Yeah. I think this is one of the better rule books. like there's a lot of information, but I feel like we found what we needed pretty quickly when we had questions.
Yep.
You think so?
Yep. And we got the Netrunner knowledge, and yeah. But
True.
yeah,
That
nothing's
that
too
helped,
complicated
yeah.
though. Yeah, nothing's too complicated. Did you
Yeah,
want to take one
I
final
liked it.
turn, or
What's that?
I mean, you want to take one final turn, or
I don't think I'm gonna roll anything out really. Well, all right, yeah. Let's see.
I'm sure you got an echo in there somewhere.
I don't. I didn't want to put anything down because I knew it was gonna be wide open whatever I did.
Yeah, yeah, true.
All right, so
true.
everything goes up 1, right?
Yep.
So that's at 4 now. I think I can flip this. No, that's a 5. But oh, this comes back over here. I'll flip this to advance this one more time. And flip it. It's kind of a cool looking card.
Oh yeah, it looks like Scythe.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, huh?
Yep.
I'll put 3 on there. I'll
Cool.
bring this one out too, which will go right. It pushes it up. The medic. I'll put all 3 on. She restores 1 health during the growth phase, but I can add that to another adjacent unit if I want during upkeep.
Nice.
What else do I have here? Start one of these. And
Do you have
I guess
just one health on Watchdogs?
do I have what?
Just one health on Watchdogs?
Oh no, I got 3 on there.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. 3 on there, 3 on here. Okay, and then I guess I'll attack. Let's do some damage. Let's do like a damage thing and figure out how this works.
Okay.
Just for the sake of demonstration. I'll attack your Citadel. Nothing. I have nothing for reflexes. It's too bad, but okay. So he's doing 3 with a 1 attack. She's doing 1 with 3 attack with 1 defense, and she's doing 1 attack with no defense but 3 armor. Actually, I just want to attack with him then. I don't want to attack with her, right? That's crazy.
Yeah. Alright, so 3 coming my way. I have 1 armor, so I'll take 2 damage.
Oh wait, but then that survives, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's got 4 health.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So mine would counterattack with 3, thereby doing 2.
Oh, which kills it, huh?
Well, no, because you have 1 armor, so
Oh, you're right.
we do 2. Okay.
Okay.
Then
Goes to the next one.
Then you said you're not going further though, right?
I think you have to go all the way. I don't think you can I don't think it's like Netrunner where you can hold back and retreat at any point.
Oh yeah, because all the defenders are forced to defend. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So and then we go to this guy. This guy is a 2/1, and the 3 would put 3 damage on it. So this guy would take 2 damage, but it would counterattack with 2.
Oh yeah, because your slave link gives you +1.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. This unit gets +1 attack.
Yeah.
Well, which would make it a 3. So that one would definitely.
Yeah, so that's gonna wreck this, huh?
We would trade here.
No, because I don't do damage on the next
because you only
one.
do the damage on the front guy. Yeah, so you want to just be
Yeah.
absolutely sure when you attack.
Yeah, you gotta do the numbers.
And you have to put the damage on the
All
front
right.
guy, or could you put the damage on the back guy, on the middle guy?
I think it has to be front. You have to attack the front and work your way down. Yeah, it's interesting. I'd be down to try it again, and we don't have to spend time learning the rules. We can just jump in.
Yeah, I mean, we can't pull up Spellstorm, so might as well do this again. Yeah, this was good. Man,
Yeah,
let's
unless we can figure out
look.
Spellstorm.
I mean, let's look again, man. You got to place the damage at the front, so why would you ever? Okay, choosing your attackers to attack an opponent during your battle phase. Choose the lane you wish to attack from. You may only attack with one lane per turn, regardless of the number of players. Blah blah blah. When choosing to target an opponent using a lane of units, the front unit must be part of the attack, but other units are optional. You can't rearrange units for the attack. Therefore, if you wish to take the back unit in a 3-lane into combat, you must bring the middle unit. You must declare which units you are attacking with before resolving and can't change your mind. Defending units can't choose not to defend. Resolving damage. Players resolve damage from each pair of attacking and defending units in combat rounds. Armor blocks damage from every hit. Each attacking unit must overcome the armor separately on its own. For every point of damage the unit takes over its armor value, scrap a health token from the wounded units to the crest. Damage done to the faction powers, facilities, and reflexes also must overwhelm armor individually before health is scrapped. All unit to unit damage is simultaneously. If a unit is ever reduced to 0 health, it's immediately scrapped at the end of the current combat round. A unit with 0 health can't be saved by restoring or adding health with other units. We still got to find out how the reflexes work, if it's before the attack resolves or what. Multi-units and lanes. The new combat round begins each time attacking units move further down the defending line. If lanes of more than one unit each, multiple card may be facing off against each other simultaneously. A single combat round, see example. Defenders have a unique advantage. Each attacking unit deals combat damage only once to the first unit it encounters in the defending lane. Only once to the first unit it encounters. Yep. Defending units, on the other hand, deal full damage to each attacker. Each attacking unit deals combat damage only once to the first unit. That's crazy. Because what if you have 7 damage, but you're only attacking the front guy, which has 2 health? You kind of waste 5 points of damage you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. That feels weird, but
maybe some guys have trample, maybe, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe some things have trample.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll get it together. I guess we could look at the book more if we just decide to play this one next time too.
Yeah, I'll see if I can watch something online.
Cool.
All right, cool.
It's been a blast. What do you give it so far? Out of 10?
Man. I'm almost hesitant to, because I feel like I was playing wrong. I feel like I forged too much in the beginning, and then I burnt out all my citizens, and I couldn't do anything. I think it's good, but I can't tell yet. What do you think?
Man, it seems pretty solid, man. Maybe the 9-ish range, maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue. The artwork is 10 out of 10. This is what I wish new Netrunner kind of looked like. But I get that there's financial things.
Yeah. Fan committee.
But yeah, no, I like it. I'm excited to see how it plays a little more if we play again.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, they're blowing me up. I guess hopefully next week.
All right. Yeah, next week.
All right. Sounds like a winner.
All right.
Later,
see you, man.
Gator.